big old booty bitch message from Texas. What's necessary?
What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to the H. Smith family. Today we will be hitting a topic of
how we first knew we were interested in women.
So, Nicole, would you like to go first?
Sure, I'll go first. So, I have to open up with I am the only girl of 3 kids. I always knew ever since I was really little that I liked boy toys just as much as I liked girl toys.
Yeah.
So I had girl toys and I had boy toys. I liked them both a lot, but the boy toys were always more fun. And luckily my parents allowed me in that respect to kind of do whatever I wanted to do, whatever I liked. They didn't make me wear dresses if I didn't want to. I kind of just do whatever I wanted. It was kind of like free range parenting, I guess, to a certain extent. But I would say the first time I had a crush on a girl, I was in kindergarten. And it wasn't that I liked her, I just really, really, really wanted to be friends with her. And I feel like that's how it starts for a lot of kids, is they just really, really, really want to be friends with somebody and they don't know why.
So, my background was completely different. There was no such thing as girls playing with boys. Like, we didn't get bought boy toys. So whatever toys we really played with, it was either our cousins or our neighbors. So I really didn't, go towards any specific toy, but towards, like, I don't know. I don't want to say, like, I don't want to be that hypocritical person that's like, oh, I knew I was, like, I like girls since I was in, like, pre-K. No, that wasn't me. I always was taught that girls like boys. So it was a little different.
Yeah,
so when I was in, like, middle school, I started developing, like, possibly lesbian friends. And they like the stereotypical basketball players, that is stereotypical, dressed like a boy, whatever the case may be. But I wasn't actually, like, obsessed with wanting to dress like them. I just thought that they were cute. I liked it. Like, I was like, they're their own person, and I wanted to be like that. Yeah, and I liked it a lot. And that's one round when I was like, they say that, like, girls, like, maybe I like girls, but I didn't really know. Not until high school when I actually just was like, all right, I like girls. Like, girls are like, they look better than boys. They smell better than boys.
Which is weird because for me, I went through a whole period of time where from like grade school to middle school, it wasn't until high school where I wasn't even thinking about people in that way. Like, I was just like happy playing my video games, at home, hanging out.
No.
I really wasn't even looking at girls or boys in a way of, I really want to date this person.
Well, my mom was very open with her girls dating boys. Her older girls, the oldest 2. She didn't really care as long as they were boys. So I used to date boys. Like, I never really, liked them like that.
Yeah,
but
just to try.
It was just like girls belong with boys. So that's what it was for me. I guess that's why I was so into dating boys until like high school, when I felt more comfortable in myself. I felt like, okay, I like what I like.
Okay, and that's where the differences start, right? The big ones. Not that they weren't big, because our backgrounds are so different. The way I ended up dating my first girl versus the way you dated your first girl. I think I'm going to start some controversy.
Why?
Because, so there was a girl that liked me and just wouldn't leave me alone. Like, that was basically harassment. Like, I was basically pressured into, like, hanging out, talking. Eventually it was kind of like, I guess. Like, I ain't got nothing else going on. But she was a nice person, but I was definitely still in the closet. Like, I didn't want anybody to know. We were about to hold hands in school. Don't try to kiss me.
I dated a girl like that once.
Don't even talk to me.
I dated a girl like that once. What? Don't even acknowledge you?
Don't even.
Not me.
We ain't even gonna talk to each other.
My first girlfriend, I don't know. It wasn't real. I honestly don't think that we really liked each other. I think we just was like, oh, you just came out. Oh, I like girls. Let's date. And then I knew that I really didn't like her when I got a boyfriend too. Like I would just.
Oh, so that's the thing too, right? Because I feel like a lot of people start off as, okay, I might like girls, but I'm gonna
try the bi situation.
But when I tell you, because I had my first girlfriend before I had my first boyfriend.
Really?
Right? Which is weird.
And that's weird.
When I tell you this dude, and he was such a nice guy. So with this first guy that I dated, I could just tell that we were compatible on a friendship level, like, right? So we shared a lot of things in common, sense of humor and things like that. But once it went to a relationship, I really wasn't as interested in doing relationship things as much as he was. I wasn't as excited about it as he was, and I felt really bad about that because he was a really nice dude and would have been great friends. But because on that level, I just couldn't connect with him.
I feel like I've connected a lot with a lot of males. Like, not in a sexual way, more of a, you're a cool person, but it was, I can't lie, I liked two boys my whole life. Like. And it was like, okay, I like you. But then I still never seen it sexually. I just seen it as, yo, you're really attractive. You're an attractive male.
So even with the ones that I liked a little more, every time I got to that kind of relationship level, my interest kind of dissipated a little bit. Like, it became a little more, it wasn't as fun anymore because they were just my friend.
Yeah.
Now they were a boyfriend, and now the relationship changed and it shifted. And with women, I was fine with that. I was fine with that shift from friendship.
I don't know. Even with women in high school, I wasn't never that type that would engage in a lot of, like, I'll engage in conversation with you. I will flirt with you. Anything past that, that was it.
Really?
Yeah, that was it for me.
I guess even so you dated a lot more in high school.
I did.
I did.
But
we talked to
there we go.
a lot more people than I did. It was once I went to college that I kind of
branched
out. And I was like, okay, not only do I like girls, but I could kind of pull a couple too. Like,
man,
I'm kind of funny.
I was biggest flirt in high school. And I don't know. I was a flirt. but that was it. That was the extent. I was gonna flirt with you, and that was it.
I think only a couple people really knew me in high school, and the rest of people, I was just quiet.
Honestly, I don't even know if I knew myself in high school.
It is like you're always adapting and changing.
Yeah.
Once I went to college, I took off. I started embracing that part of my life. Like, I had more friends. All of my friends were open-minded. Everybody was kind of just supportive of you doing what you want to do and makes you happy. And it was just a good time.
That's good. I think that I also had a friend group like that where it was like, oh, you want to do whatever you want to do? We will support you as long as it's safe and as long as they're happy.
Important. That's so important.
Yeah.
If your friends aren't happy with you being happy, they aren't true.
They're not your friends. If they don't get happy when you get happy, then they're not your friends.
It is not genuine. It's time to cut them off. Okay, so we talked a lot about, like, a little bit of the background, how we kind of started getting into our lifestyle, but what moment for you was like, you know what? I don't just like girls. I really like girls, and they're the only things I want to date exclusively.
10th grade.
Oh, God. You got the date? You got the
10,
time?
nah, I don't got the date and the time, but I know for a fact it was 10th grade. I was talking to a person that was in a higher grade than me. And I don't know, it was just something about her. She was like you in high school. She didn't want nobody to know we were dating.
Let me stop. Just so y'all know, we've talked about all these things before.
Of course.
So there's no shock. We're very open about the past. So y'all might not know who she's talking about, but I definitely do, and it's perfectly okay with me.
So 10th grade, I met this person. She was very closeted. I don't even think to this day I don't think she liked girls. But it was just something about her. I think it was like, I don't know if it was her lips. I don't know if it was her way of just talking, but she was very rude. I give it that. She was a rude person, but I don't know. It was just like, ooh, women.
Like,
yeah, it was just at the end of the day, she was just like this girl. And I was dating this girl, and it was just like, okay, I can get with this.
Okay.
I can get with this.
All right.
Definitely wasn't the first girl. No.
I don't think it's the first girl. I mean, for me, it definitely wasn't the first person.
Nah.
It was just in those moments catching myself liking other people.
Yeah.
It's like, you know what?
I used to have crushes on a lot of women.
It was just like, there's so many beautiful women in the world for me to not end up with a woman.
Yeah.
Like,
I used to crush on women so much compared to men, but I would never say anything because I was kind of shy. I was shy. So, that ain't never happened for me.
alright guys, so that was kind of a quick overview of how we knew we liked girls and kind of how that translated throughout our lives and how we're here.
The people we are today.
Yes, the great people we are today. What is our next video going to be about?
So, today's video was supposed to be our coming out story, but
it's kind of a more serious
that is a
note,
very serious.
So we gotta be prepared for
yes,
that.
we have to mentally, emotionally
we
be able.
have water on deck.
Oh yeah, a bunch
Maybe
of water.
With some tissues.
Because that is a more in-depth, very emotional story, and I was not ready for that today as much as I thought I was. So next video, I promise it will be the coming out story that we all have been waiting for. But besides that, don't forget to subscribe and follow us on our socials.
And don't forget
to drink your water
and change your sheets because
and your pillowcases,
okay, and your pillowcases.
because your face will thank you for it.